a shit show.
Yeah, it's a shit show.
Here we go. This is ridiculous. I just got nervous all of a sudden, G. Get used to your balance. Oh my goodness. Okay.
It's a little different than the lakes I'm used to.
Man, I'm out here in the deep blue. It's a pretty day though. This is honestly one of the prettiest days I had the pleasure of experiencing in Norway. This was fun, man. Let's just turn it on around. Head right back. Rocking the FLA. Hey, hardly home, but always ready. Are we going to that beach?
First, yeah. Whenever you feel like this, remember to have your knees on the side of a boat.
Okay. Good pro tip. We're live, baby. We're live, boys. We made it to the island. All right, it was a hell of a journey for one of us anyway. We did this thing. These boys are gonna venture on. They're going another 2 kilometers. It's pretty. Got the windmills. Come on. Can't ask for more than this. These boys are real adventurers. All right, they got the kayaks packed to the max. You'd be surprised how much stuff you could put in a kayak. Paul. Anyway, what did the Frenchman and the German and the American do in Norway? Well, this is it. I will see you back in the canoe.
This is for you.
Cool, man.
Small memory.
Hey.
But be careful.
That's cool. Don't tell them. All right, we out. Woo! You say, my man. Look at this guy. Look at Sue. Huh? Boy, Clark. Oh, about to hit Ollie. I'm about to hit Ollie. We're new at this. All right, boys. This was great. Back to the promised land, if you would, please. Can I get a tow? These boys are gonna have another adventure. We're going back to the island. I'm going home. It's a wrap for you, boy. Meanwhile, they're going somewhere else. They're gonna spend the night under the stars. I'm just not built for that. You know what I mean? I got a comfy bed at home. It's fine. It's fine. All right, we're out here. All right, now we're rolling. You good? I'm good. You good? Yeah. Don't you go dying on me. Where are we headed? That way? I'm using one side of the oar and the shit ain't turning. That's worrisome. Fuck it. I'll let the current take me. You know what I mean? I don't understand why we're not turning, dog. Fuck it. We're moving, though. I'm making good time. There you go. There you go. A little reverse action on there. Put in reverse, dog. Now we're rolling. Take these memories with you, Rye. Savor the flavor. Cause it sure as hell won't happen again. Don't give up your oar, Rye. That would be terrible. And you really be out here fucked. Shit's creek. And you still sink this deep. Alright. Blowing through the jazz, man. In my mind. It's good exercise, man, I'll tell you that. You just need the pole, Ollie. That's it, baby, you did it.
Yeah, I'm glad you came.
That's what she said. Oh, I appreciate you, man. Thank you for this.
I'm in the chat, and please, you're a wizard, Harry. You're a wizard. You've been holding back on me. I'm going up like Hakeem. Funko Pop, shout out. Come on. That's unfiltered. The truth about oysters. Give it to him. So I did that. Yep, I did. R&B, baby. He delivers. Get your popcorn ready. Gentlemen, we're back. Testing the game. Appreciate y'all. No BS, OBS, camera zoomed in, and the chat is lit. Stay tuned in. Like Zach Morris, I got detention. Like the cool kids. I do's this, homie. I thought you knew this. And if you didn't, now you do. Had to prove it. Thanks for watching. What's everybody's favorite topic? Please leave a comment in the chat. Refrain from gossip. Stop it. If you hating, there's no debating. Promise I'm going up like Hakeem. I can't wait to block you. Nah, dog, cause this a party. Get your popcorn ready, we about to get it started. I'm super grateful, thank you all for being with me. How we looking, am I good? Sitting pretty. I'm elated that y'all would take time to kick it with me, cause I ain't famous, so I'm grateful for the subs you gifted. Shout out to Shadow, I know my guy is always listening, and I appreciate the bits. Fire emoji pimpin'. Let's get it. I'ma give you what you came to see. Please hit the follow button for me. We can proceed. R&B, Child's High, class of 03. Shout out to everybody back home and all of y'all that's in the stream. Let's go. Testing the game. Oh yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back and thanks for showing up, huh? Lot of love in the chat, lot of diamonds in the chat, as a matter of fact. Superman bands that I scored from Shaq with an old school caddy with the diamonds in the chat. Diamonds, those are our VIPs, ladies and gentlemen. Appreciate y'all. Gotta give a major shout out. Bang. To Arrow Rising for putting that beautiful cold open edit together. Appreciate you, man. I have to concur with the chat. That was pretty dope. All right. That was an epic kayak adventure last weekend, as a matter of fact. So let's go back to go forward. Last weekend was a special weekend for yours truly, as a matter of fact. I turned 40, if you can believe that. Yep, I did. Put my own age on blast. It is what it is. And so, firstly, my coworkers took great care of me. A lot of my friends took care of me out here. My loved ones sent gifts and sent their love. So thank you all so much for making it a very, very special day. I'll tell you more about that. But one of the things we did kind of in celebration was last Saturday, myself, I call him Big G, I'm just gonna call him that, Lou in the chat one time, bang. And our friend Oliver, we went kayaking out here, and this is another photo we took. So there you go. The Yak Boys. We did that thing. It was such an amazing time. And shout out to Shadow1311 for saying it, but they did. They took great care of me, man. They really did. G, you're such a stud, dog. This guy's got it all. You got your dry suits. He hooked up the kayaks. He takes you out. You're doing all right, making sure you're good. He's just such a sweetheart. You know what I'm saying? So I appreciate you, man. What a memorable experience it was, and what a beautiful montage we now have to remember that by. Thank you again to Arrow Rising for putting that together for us. Bang! Chip! So much fun. Look at Shadow. Thailand, here we come. Arrow Rising says, you were dressed like you were allergic to water. So, look, I didn't know how cold it was gonna be. You saw in the video, Big G was out there swimming, y'all. My goodness. So it must not have been too cold, but I have friends at work who also kayak, and they were all telling me, listen, before you go kayaking out here, you gotta get a dry suit. I was like, what's a dry suit? I've only ever known wetsuit, right? I come from the tropics. So they were like, no, man, the dry suit will keep you dry, just like it sounds. And that's what you need. And so fortunately we hooked it up. But yeah, I was pretty suited up. All right. I felt like a superhero. So anyway, it was so much fun. I don't know how cold the water was. I didn't get in it. But G could tell you, bang. Shadow said he was like a dolphin out there. Matter of fact, he really was. He was at one point, and there was different parts of the video, he was hitting all the strokes, pause. Okay? Breaststroke, backstroke. My guy was out there, he was stroking, all right? Lance Carter on him. If you know, you know. G says 50 to 53 degrees Fahrenheit. I don't think so, bro. I think it's probably closer to 40. But anyway, what do I know? Anyway, we had a marvelous time. It was so much fun. I appreciate them so much for taking good care of me. And yeah, what a wonderful cold open, man. What a way to start the show. So I mentioned the birthday love. I'll take this opportunity because he'd be mad if I didn't. So I got a cool gift that we're gonna add to kind of the background of the show, but I wanted to take the opportunity to say thank you. So how on brand is this, huh? Little movie clapper. And look at that, Shadow with the subscription. Let's go, baby. Thank you. You know, anytime we get a sub, we hit you with this soundbite. 14 months, cuz. That's pretty epic. Hey man, thank you so much, and thank you for being here. But yeah, so we got a little movie clapper. In fact, he even gave me the chalk that he wrote. So
The 40-year-old legend. God damn, 40 years old. Jesus. But we'll be putting that in the background. It'll add to the motif of the stream, but I wanted to give it its due shout out. So I think in the chat he goes by No Snitch. But I know him as Larzy, so I appreciate you, bro. Thank you for this. In fact, Larzy and I have a guy date later on tonight. I'll tell you more about that in just a few minutes. It'll be topical. But shout out to him. Shadow says, that's literally a paid trip to Norway at this point. Russ says, any fish in those waters? You know, I didn't see any fish. Guillaume could tell you he was literally in the water looking at them. But I didn't see any where we were. And the water, I mean, I created the background wallpaper today in honor of that experience. And that color water is pretty close to what we were looking at live, so. And says, meanwhile, we were out there butt naked in the canoe. All right, moving this thing forward. Yeah, see, big, oh yeah, no fish, but there were jellyfish. Ooh. So, gotta be careful. But we made it, had a great time. And again, G and shout out to Ollie one time, our guy Oliver. They went out there and had a real adventure, man. They slept under the stars and did all that, man. Them boys are some real dealers, all right? One more time, let's give it up for our guys. Cute, ain't it? Cute. All right. We've got a very cool show lined up for you all today. I say that just about every time, but it's always true. We're gonna put you on the game. We've got the movie preview game. We've got a mega movie series review. We've got the live reading of The Witcher and a segment we don't get to run all that often. Bang, it's gonna be a dope show. Please hang out with us. Chucha says, you need to be in for the whole experience next time. I hear you. I have told Lulu that we will go tenting at some point, and I'll be able to say I did that too. All right. I had a real tenting adventure in Norway. I just wasn't ready. I wasn't ready on last Saturday, but they did it. They had fun, and it worked out well because they needed both of those canoes, quite frankly. And I was happy to give mine up to G. All right, we did that.
That's what she said.
Hey, bang. Love that. Love that. Keep that going. Hopefully you all are hearing those sound alerts on your end. If not, let me know. G says, yes, epic hike next time. Hey! All right. I'm going to hold you to it, bro. Pause. Ladies and gentlemen, we are literally just one follower away from 80. Can you believe that? Throw up that graphic. Nearly 80 followers. That is amazing. And I've told y'all before, if and when we reach that milestone, I'm gonna try to do something special. Last time, I think it was the road to 75. And I'm not promising every 5 followers, but I think 80 is a nice round number. And when we get there, we'll try to figure out a way to do a fun giveaway. But we just need one, and it could happen this stream. Speaking of things happening this stream, I've just lost my sound deck, so wait for it. And we're back, just that quickly. All right. So one more follower reaching 80. And that's pretty cool. All right, we've come a long way since Philly. Y'all remember that? I don't get a chance to do that all that often. So there you go. We testing the game.
Oh yeah.
Something else to mention on Twitch, ladies and gentlemen, it is the month of SUBTember. Now, what does this mean? You probably don't remember from last year, so I'll tell you. Don't worry about it. Here we go. So it's officially SUBTember on Twitch. That means you can save big on subscriptions while still giving your favorite streamers your full support, all right? So from right now through October 1st, hence September, you get it. You get 25% off 1 and 3 month subscriptions and 30% off 6-month subs. Bang! Plus, starting September 26th, there's actually a bonus subscription finale. How about that? Yep. Starting September 26th, every time you buy 5 gifted subs, Twitch will throw in an extra 1 for free. All right, how cool is that? And remember, even with the discount, streamers get the full payout. So we appreciate y'all. Thank you all so much for showing your support. So I think it's the best time to lock in your subs, give some love to the community, grab that new SUBTember 2025 badge. I know some of y'all are really big on the badges. Now, sadly, I don't believe that the Amazon Prime subscription thing, no, I don't think that's gonna result in the badge, but that's cool. Listen.
Y'all don't have to sub. I'm just telling you about the discounts that you can take advantage of should you want to. Come on.
Testing the game.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is SUBTember all month long right here on Twitch. All right. Moving this thing right along. And again, losing my soundboard. That's all right. Bang for the test. Got him. Here's a cool segment that I don't always get to tell y'all about or promote or run on stream, so we gonna do it. Ladies and gentlemen, if you would, we call this one Put You on the Game. All right. Now, all our loyal Testing the Game fans knows exactly what this is. This is my opportunity to tell y'all about something cool, something topical, something noteworthy that I think maybe y'all could benefit from knowing about, or maybe I just think is super cool and I want you to know. Chucha says, put me on the game, R&B. Matter of fact, I got you, girl. What's her name?
Choo-choo, 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 choo-choo.
You know I got you, baby. We about to do that. We're gonna put you on the game. So this week, something most of y'all, and now look, if you follow my Twitter, my ex, you'll have seen a post. I'm gonna tell y'all about it. This one is called Mirage 2. Mirage 2. All right, so that is a screenshot from Dynamics Labs website all about Mirage 2. Y'all ready? Lock in. I'm about to put you on the game. Mirage 2 is a generative world engine that's already live and playable in your web browser, okay? In real time. It is an AI-powered gaming simulator where you can upload a sketch, a photo, type in a prompt, and suddenly you'll be exploring those worlds in 3D. Look at Shadow running back. Come on, hit him with the Billie Jean, Shadow. Wait for it. All right, my guy. This will be fascinating for you, man. If you're already up on game, go on ahead and ignore it. If not, check out the VOD later on. You know what I'm saying? All right, so how does Mirage 2 render these virtual worlds in real time? Well, I'll tell you, all right? You ask, I'll tell you. Dynamic Labs is powered by a stack of generative AI models. Think large vision and large language models working in sync. When you type a prompt or upload an image, the system doesn't just spit out a static render like traditional graphics. Instead, it uses procedural generation and real-time inference in the cloud to construct the environment on the fly, a la textures, lighting, physics, and even the placement of objects. The fast geometry streaming keeps it smooth, so you're literally walking through a world that didn't exist a few seconds before. Okay? Now I'm gonna make this make more sense to you in just a second. I'm gonna show you a video because, of course, listen, this is a visual show, right? You know what I mean? Chucha says, my eyes are glazing over with joy. I love this shit. I feel you, Chuch, but it's cool. And I'm gonna make it make a little more sense topically for us in just a minute. But let me hit you with this little sidebar and then we'll show you what it looks like. What makes this different from normal gaming engines is that you're not limited to pre-designed assets. Every time you prompt, the AI is building new geometry and new visuals live like a stage crew building sets around while you play. Does that make sense? God, I hope so. All right, now if you're a fan of the show, if you've seen 1 or 2 episodes, you know anytime you see this graphic, this little gradient frame rather, I'm gonna play you a video of sorts. So true to form. Now this video doesn't have any sound, but I want you to appreciate what this is. So again, this is Dynamic Labs Mirage 2 in action. How cool is that? Arrow Rising says, I can't stand AI, every aspect except when it comes to saving lives. GTFO, get. I think this is cool, man. Look. Pandora's box has been opened. We're not gonna be able to close that lid. you gotta deal with it. In the world of gaming, I think this is a new frontier, if you will. It allows you can see on screen, so the user is prompting the visuals and the background or the scenery is changing. So we started out in kind of a wilderness environment, then a cityscape, and now he's prompted cyberpunk, and you're gonna notice it starts to change on the fly in real time. So it's going from this cityscape, now look, everything is turning into cyberpunk. And it's smooth, the fluidity of it all. It happens on the fly. Now, it's Mirage 2, so I think it's only in its second phase, not its final form. But conceptually, it's like it's endless, you know what I'm saying? And in just a second, I'm gonna tell you what I think and how this relates to our world, okay? Hang out with me. So we've changed now from a cityscape to cyberpunk. Now we're in a desert. I mean, God, it's just, it's fascinating. I know you can't read that little text on screen. Check it out, Dynamic Labs Mirage 2. It gets wild, and this is just one example. I've seen people draw like a crayon coloring, upload that, and now you're playing this like animated version. So imagine for kids, how cool would that be? You know, you create an entire world based on your imagination and graphic. It's fascinating to me. Listen, we're putting you on the game, literally. You get it? All right, I'm gonna go ahead and drop down the graphic, and we'll talk a little bit more about Mirage 2. Where you at, buddy? There you are. Dang. All right, Arrow Rising says, we the people have the power for it not to be, but here we are. Same thing with Cracker Barrel logo. That's funny by itself. They changed it. They spent millions to rebrand. Enough people stood up and said no. Now they're going back to the old logo. Well, shout out to Cracker Barrel. I didn't know that. That must be American news. It didn't make its way to Norway yet, so I think that's pretty funny. And then Arrow Rising says, if only people cared about things that actually matter as much as they do a restaurant logo. That's his time, ladies and gentlemen. Give it up, Arrow Rising. And then Chris Langan, your simulation world. Bang, what a wonderful dovetail. Shout out to G in the chat. So I told you how it works. I played you the clip. Once again, you don't just watch your game console come to life, you actively shape it. You want to morph your Wild West town into a cyberpunk play? You can. You just type in the prompt and you watch it respond in real time. Arrow Rising says, yeah, you generate an entire world as a kid using your imagination. That's the whole point. It's just that now you can see it and essentially live in it. And this is our dovetail for, wait for it, the simulation theory. All right? All right. So, drawing the parallel between what Mirage is doing and simulation theory, which is backed by physics, ladies and gentlemen, okay? This is real shit. We're not just drawing its draws. The idea is that our own reality could be the product of some higher level rendering engine, okay? Go there with me for half a second. In Mirage, the world only comes into focus when you need it. Streaming geometry and textures in real time match the perspective. That's not too far from how physicists describe our actual universe. Reality, you wait for it, Mom, I'm looking at you, seems to render only when it's observed, all right? And this is real shit. So the concept that our reality doesn't come into form or render until it's observed. So when you play in Mirage 2 and you watch a forest or a neon city blossom from a single text, it raises a playful but deep question. If we can build convincing worlds that feel alive out of simple prompts, what is to say that our own world isn't just someone else's prompted simulation? Ladies and gentlemen, we putting you on the game. I'll read a couple of the messages in the chat, but I hope y'all enjoyed that. Arrow Rising says, hey, the Mirage in Vegas is the best I could do, okay? Hey, good one. I like that one. Chucha says, I'll put you on the game. Elon is going to be the first trillionaire, and I'm right behind him after I win the lottery Powerball tonight. I love that optimism. Ladies and gentlemen, hit that soundbite for one time if you would.
Her name is Chucha. She's getting lit up in the chat.
We love it. We absolutely love it. And I hope y'all dug that. Ladies and gentlemen, putting you on the game, Dynamics Labs, Mirage 2. Come on. Y'all probably didn't know about that. You know what I'm saying? We bringing you the news with a twist. Earlier when I gave you the show lineup, I was telling y'all about a segment that we don't always get to do. You probably thought it was put you on the game. But as it turns out, it's not. It's another segment. Y'all ready for this? We've only done it once before, and it's because we don't get the opportunity, sadly, all that often. Maybe that will change in the future as we become greater and greater.
You just keep getting better and better.
And you'll understand what I mean in a second. Russ says, tell me again how to do that reality thing. Hey man, just because I can. I appreciate you being here, Dad. Love you from the bottom, man. Russ, I read that. All right, so check this out. I told you about the segment. I'm about to switch it up. I hope y'all dig it. You'll understand what we're doing in just a second. Rock with us. Ladies and gentlemen, it's called The Box Office. Get it? It's on brand.
Hands up! Good defense! Good defense!
We're going downtown.
Chill! I love that little intro so much. I thought about like cutting up different things and making it funnier, but who doesn't love Ace Ventura? You know what I'm saying? Come on. So great. What are we doing here? Ant gets it. Home, box office. You get it. You get it. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm very excited for a number of reasons, but I'm just gonna go ahead and do this for y'all. So I told you all that last week was my birthday. Yeah, it was. But while I was in Florida a couple of weeks ago, Arrow Rising, being the sweetheart that he is, he gifted us something very, very special. And I brought it back with me. Check this out, ladies and gentlemen, The Box Office. You get it?
Testing the game.
You get it?
Oh yeah.
So I thought it will be so cool for us to open this gift together live on stream. And here we are, The Box Office. So without further ado, I'm gonna go ahead and do this for y'all. And God, I hope you all love it as much as I know that I will. Okay, come on, we testing the game.
Testing the game.
So I got my scissors, we about to do this thing, and I'll make it quick for y'all.
That's what she said.
Okay, here we go. All right, sliced her open. Here, I'll zoom back a little bit. Y'all ready for this? I'm just gonna go ahead and tee it up because I know what's in the box. What's in the box? That's what I was really thinking originally for the montage. We cut up like 7, Brad Pitt. Anyway, here we go. I'm gonna cue this up. You ready? Y'all ready for this? This is special for our show. This is special. Ant gets it. I'd clap for you, but I can't at the moment. Here we go. I'm just doing it. I'm excited. I'm excited. What's in the box? Huh? Hey, the suspense is killing yo. Check this out. Feel like people love a good unveiling. I feel like a magician here. All right, I want to be careful with it. All right. Whoa, Jake the Snake in this mother. Hey. Ladies and gentlemen, I gotta I gotta hit the buttons because it's my show. We're holding something special. All right, I can feel it. You're gonna see it in just a second. Are y'all ready for the major unveiling? I don't know what music to choose. I'm just gonna do it. I got it. Here we go. The time is up, my time is now. Let's go. Time is up, my time is now. You can't see me, my time is now. It's the franchise world shining now. You can't see. All right, that song goes on for another 2 minutes, so we're gonna go ahead and cut that. You dig it? Ladies and gentlemen, what you're looking at right here on screen is an exclusive one-of-one movie preview game championship belt.
Oh my God! Okay, it's happening. What's the call? What's the call?
Love that.
Stay calm! Wait. Everybody calm.
Now look, I'm not the champ, but if I was, this is definitely the belt that I'm rocking. You dig it? So, thank you for the love in the chat. Oh, I gotta give him his due credit, due respect. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a one-on-one custom birthday gift from none other than Arrow Rising. Show your love. How fucking dope is it? I don't think it fits around my waist, but you know what I'm saying? Come on, ladies and gentlemen, give me some more wrestling music if you would.
If you smell what the Rock is cooking.
Come on.
The Rock says.
You ain't got that. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got that.
The Rock says.
The Rock says, know your damn role. Ladies and gentlemen, let's go. So, this beautiful one-on-one is definitely gonna be added to the background of the show. Sadly, you can't win this, all right? This is your boys. But look, can we appreciate the logos, all right? Yeah, it's subtle, it's there. Those are movie tickets, the R&B logo. On the front, you got diamonds, you got the popcorn stars. Come on, y'all.
Testing the game.
So thoughtful, so beautiful. We're doing this thing. We're gonna go back to the live, and we're gonna gear up right on cue. The movie preview game. Let's get it.
Testing the game. Oh,
All right, head on back. Chip. All right, so now we gotta figure out a place to put this beautiful belt. For now, he's just gonna sit in the background, if you would, and we'll go from there. But ladies and gentlemen, one more time, thank you so much, Arrow Rising. What a beautiful. All right, man, you can hardly see that motherfucker. There. Put him over there with Michael, and then you'll see him. We'll find a more appropriate place for him as time goes on. But that's us, testing the game.
Testing the game.
Chip!
Oh, yeah.
How cool, and what a wonderful segue. Ladies and gentlemen, before we hit you with the movie preview game, you know we gotta take you to the lobby. We'll be back in a sec.
Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby to get ourselves a treat.
Delicious things to eat.
The popcorn can't be beat. The sparkling drinks are just dandy. The chocolate bars and the candy. So let's all go to the lobby to get ourselves a treat. Let's all go to the lobby to get ourselves a treat.
Cheer! And there on screen is the original graphical version of our belt, to which the new 101 is fashioned after. Love it so much. Arrow Rising says, hey man, hang that bitch from the rafters, dog. Tables, ladders, and chairs, all that. He also says, dandy and candy. Good rhyme. Good rhyme. I agree. Great rhyme, if you ask me. All right, ladies and gentlemen, what is the movie preview game? Well, most of y'all know this already, but it's an opportunity for you all to win some prizes. As a matter of fact, the movie preview game is a contest of sorts. It's live. In just a second, I'm going to throw up that colored gradient again, and I'm going to play a trailer. And if you're the first person to tell us the name of the movie before the rest of our contestants, then you're going to win today. How about that? And we've got a winner, as a matter of fact, and this is one of the perks of being the champion. Ladies and gentlemen, she is a 3-time champ. We know her as Miss Carmen Sandiego.
Well, she sneaks around the world from Kiev to Carolina. She's a sticky-fingered filcher from Berlin down to Belize. She'll take you for a ride on a slow boat to China.
Tell 'em.
Where in the world is
Carmen Sandiego.
And true to form, ladies and gentlemen, Miss Carmen Sandiego, as I understand it, is literally traveling the world right now, visiting Tokyo, Japan. Bang. And that might not actually be true. She's visiting a lot of cities in Japan, as a matter of fact. I just knew that Tokyo was one of them. So there you go. Chooch says, where in the world is she? Exactly. You get it, Chooch. So shout out to Miss Sandiego. She is a 3-time champion. And right on cue, I got the receipts. Listen, when you win the movie preview game 3 times, and it doesn't have to be consecutive, El Rising says, Kyoto. Come on, bruh. I said it wrongly. I'm sorry. Listen, I'm behind the mic. I'm a little nervous. Tokyo, Kyoto. Sorry, man. Hey, where I'm from, we say Kyoto. All right? Okay, whatever I say. The point is, when you win 3 times, R&B is gonna take you to the movies, and certainly Miss Sandiego got her some movie tickets. All right? Hell yeah. El Rising says, Tokyo and Kyoto are different cities in Japan. You see? I got lucky. I got lucky. Anyway, the point of all this is that you can win prizes on this show. Shout out to us, and true to form, when you win, a Lannister pays its debts. You know what I'm saying? We do that. So there you go. Throw up that movie leaderboard graphic, if you will, Ryan. Shout out to all of our former champions, and the king himself is in the chat. Bang. You watch Shogun, dog. You should know this shit. My fault. Shogun was a hell of a series. One more time. Shout out to all of our movie preview game champs.
Bang, bang.
Shit like that.
So you can see who's still at the top of that leaderboard there with, ladies and gentlemen, 21. Oh my God, 21 titles. Whereas Miss Sandiego has jumped up to the top section. Shout out to her. She's got 3. Shadow 1311. You got bumped, buddy, but it's your opportunity. And Miss Chucha Barber, we're really hoping that you can get on the board one of these days. Okay, sweetheart? I know that's something you really want to do. We're rooting for you, sweetie. We're rooting for you. El Rising says, you also just went to Osaka, another city. As a matter of fact, we didn't go to Osaka, which is a Japanese steakhouse. We went to another one, okay? So that's what you get for that. Chucha says, you and me both. Hit her theme music one time, just cuz.
Her name is Chucha. She's getting lit up in the chat.
So because she's out in Japan, I don't suspect she'll be here today. But that's all right, Miss Sandiego. Congrats on your wins, and you're still the champ today. All right, here comes the movie preview game Gradient Frame. And you know what that means. So again, in just a second, I'm gonna play this week's trailer. Nobody knows what trailer's coming out because that would be lame. That'd be cheating. You know what I'm saying? That'd be super whack. All you have to do is tell us the name of the film in the chat. Now, normally I tell you this. You gotta spell it right. You gotta give me the full title. I'm the judge. I'll be lenient if I have to be. There is a little bit of latency on my end, so if you think you're first and it doesn't come up as being first, I promise I'm not playing favorites. I'm the judge. I'm going to be as fair about it as I'm impartial. All right, I'm impartial. And says, I'm locked in. I don't give up. Well done. All right, so that's it. You know the game. Matter of fact, look, can we show a little more love? Huh? for the movie preview game belt, ladies and gentlemen. The real joint. This is amazing. I gotta figure out a cooler way, at least for the segment. You know what I mean? Gotta wheel it out. I don't know how I'll fucking hang it. It'll just be dangling in this motherfucker. I don't know. But it's amazing. Arrow Rising, thank you for this. This is beautiful, bruh. We gotta find a cool place for it. All right. Put him right there. Turning down the lo-fi, which is our background music, and I'm gonna play the trailer. Y'all know how this works. Just tell us the name of the film, spell it out as completely as you can, be the first to do it, and you'll win. All right, that's it. So here comes this week's trailer, ladies and gentlemen. Best of luck, contestants.
Good morning, Corey.
Good morning, Michelle.
I believe every company should strive to form a diverse table, to empower people with different skills, and every time, what is it?
Skills and identities.
To foster a new generation of, okay, let's go again.
I have a feeling it's gonna be a great movie.
They want you to think it's you.
It's Jesse
That
Plemons.
it's you who made this world. But it's always been them.
Soundtrack goes.
All we've lost, all that's been done to us, we're
No
setting
guesses
that
just
right
yet.
again.
This is where it gets weird.
Greetings.
Greetings.
Welcome to the headquarters of the human
Shake your
resistance.
head. Oh no.
Where's
It is a
my
weird
hair?
word. You're right about
Your
that.
hair has been destroyed
Poor
to
thing.
prevent you from contacting your
Hey,
ship.
you're absolutely close. I'm gonna give it to you. You got it. Bang.
You're not
Well done, Arrow Rising.
Okay.
Poor Emma Stone. God. She still
In
is
the
pretty
next
good.
48 hours, the police and the FBI will begin a statewide manhunt.
He
I'm a
plays
high-profile
such a
female
great,
corporate
creepy
executive.
dude. You know what I'm saying? Shout out.
I am crucial in all human
red
life.
bottoms
I can
on.
do that. Think of it like you abducted the governor, but worse. There is no possible scenario where you benefit from this incident.
Imagine.
That was really good. My pulse is racing right now.
So good. He's so good.
I've done a ton of research on this. You're killing our planet.
Alien fellas.
I'm not an alien.
You're lying to me.
What's the difference? You know this is crazy. You know this is wrong.
Oh, this is crazy.
I know who you are. I know what you are.
I know you too, Teddy.
It's fine.
Teddy.
It's cool.
Bugonia. Shout out to Arrow Rising. Ladies and gentlemen, the movie preview game. All right, you know how this works. When you're the champ, you get your music played. I don't know what he wants to come out to today, but I'm gonna play whatever I want to. This is for you.
You think you know me?
On this day, I see clearly everything has come to life.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, show him some love in the chat. If you would, spam those emojis. He is your movie preview game champ. Shout out to you, man. All right. And now we're going to talk a little bit about that trailer, which was Bugonia. Bugonia. Chucha says, do you have a champagne drinking game? Maybe I could win at that. Not yet, but one of these days we'll do that for you, sweetheart. Ever Rising says, I'll have a pic of myself for you to post before the next one. Bang, we love that. It's time to change it up. It's time. But you notice how I keep your graphic on deck just in case you're a winner? You know what I'm saying? Because chances are, bro, 22 times. My goodness. I'm loving the emotes. Thank you all for participating. And when you get to 25, bro, you're going back to the movies.
You like popcorn. It makes your teeth go pop, pop, pop.
Bugonia. Y'all ready for this? So, this isn't out yet. This is gonna be a theatrical release. I think it happens in October. So just about a month away. Directed by Yorgos Lanthimos. I won't even make a joke there. Also written by Will Tracy, I believe, and it stars Emma Stone, Jesse Plemons, Adian Delbeast, and Miss Alicia Silverstone. Haven't seen her in a minute. Shout out to her. Chucha says, put you on the game. Do you guys know what a begonia is? Wait for it. I believe a begonia is a type of flower. Hence the bees, pollination. That's my guess. Shout out to Arrow Rising for guessing for bees. Begonia is a flower, I'm pretty sure. You let us know if I'm incorrect, and that will be hilarious. All right, I told you who it stars. Here's the synopsis. Chucha says, you be right. You see what she did there? Come on.
Her name is Chucha. She's getting lit up in the chat.
And I love the interactive nature of the show. You know what I'm saying? We're doing this thing. We are literally...
We testing the game.
Okay?
Oh, yeah.
Here's the synopsis. You probably got it from the trailer, but I'm going to tell you anyway. In this surreal sci-fi comedy, two conspiracy-addled men believe that this powerful Big Pharma CEO, played by Miss Emma Stone, is an alien plotting on Earth's destruction. So they kidnap her, and that's basically the whole synopsis. I think it's a cute premise. Ever Rising says, sound like a town in northern Italy. Bugonia. It's the best I got. It's a cult-style staple in the making. Venice Film Festival debuters praise Stone's unsettling performance and Lanthimos', tough to say, the director's signature absurdist tone. Noted script and pacing flaws, unfortunately, and mind-bending cinema. So shout out to that. I told you it's scheduled to release in October of this year. This is one that I think I would like to see. Ladies and gentlemen, this was your movie preview game. And you're the champ, dog. But I'm the real champ, bruh. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna play it again just cause I can.
If you smell what the rock is cooking.
All right. You want it? You gotta come get it, buddy. Come to Norway and get it. All right, bet. And again, I really need a larger stream deck so that I can hit more buttons all at the same time.
That's what she said.
All right. Dope. Super dope, as a matter of fact. What a wonderful show we've had so far, ladies and gentlemen. Edward Rising says, I mean, I got it in the room right now. Hold that thought for another show, baby. Hold that thought. All right. Take down the movie preview belt if you would. And ladies and gentlemen, coming up next is a mega movie series review. Why is it a mega, Ryan? Well, it's a mega because we've got no less than 5 titles to talk about. All right, so we're gonna be right back. Enjoy this other montage, also provided to you by Arrow Rising.
It's only a movie.
Just look over your shoulders, honey.
Yeah!
Good morning, Vietnam!
Nobody puts baby in a corner.
I don't even own a gun, let alone many guns that would necessitate an entire rack.
Snakes? Snakes. I don't know no snakes.
Well, I got a number. How do you like them apples?
My name is Inigo Montoya. You killed my father. Prepare to die.
Hey, you guys! Enjoy your remaining years.
I will. Enjoy fucking jewels.
I will.
That Veronica Vaughn is one piece of ace.
The snozberries taste like snozberries.
Alrighty then.
Get your popcorn ready. Cut. You dig it? You dig it? Come on. All right. Cut it out. Man, I love that montage so much. It's almost like a song in my mind. Like, I know when all the parts are coming, so I'm over here mouthing all the words and shit. It's so good. So good. Can't wait for season 3. All right, so let's get into it. Let's make it snappy, ladies and gentlemen. We've got no less than 6 movie titles to talk about. They're not all movies, mind you, but they're titles, and that's why it's a mega review. So coming up first, I usually start low to high, meaning I tell you about the ones I didn't love so much, and we end on a high note, or at least I hope so. However, when you see a special like a stand-up, or maybe a sports doc, a little foreshadowing there for you, we start with those so it doesn't really get the same degree of grade scale as would be a movie or a TV series, okay? Because it's not the same. It's not same. All right, so the first title up today, we love it. It's stand-up comedy. This one is Jim Jeffries. Two-limb policy. And a lot of comedians do this. They name their specials a punchline of one of their jokes, so I won't give away the punchline, but it's pretty funny. Shout out to Jim Jeffries. Now, if you don't know Jim Jeffries, he's an Australian, and he's a bit raunchy, I will say, and I think some of us that have seen this might agree. Let me know in the chat if you do. And so because of that, it's not really my favorite style of stand-up, but it's still good and it's still worth watching. And he's a veteran in the game, and it's a good special. It's available on Netflix. It's called Two-Limb Policy. It's his 6th Netflix can I say that? Jesus Christ. Netflix special. It's tough. It's a tongue twister. It's his 6th Netflix special. A lot of S's there. Serving up his trademark edgy humor with digs at identity politics, LGBTQIA+, controversies, and even Hitler jokes, because why not? Self-deprecation and observations all about his family. That's the synopsis. It was entertaining. I'll say that. I didn't love it. Not my favorite stand-up comedian, but it was funny. Now watch this. Earlier, I mentioned my guy, Larzy. Shout out to him again. No snitch in the chat. He was the one that gifted us this cute little background element for the show. Very on brand. Thank you so much, Larzy. Thank you. But the reason I bring him back up is because we got a date tonight. We're going to a comedy show of our own, ladies and gentlemen. Bang! We're going to go see Jimmy Carr live in Tromsø. So we're looking forward to that. Shout out to the homies. I think Spion, my guy Alex upstairs. I think we're all going to go, as a matter of fact. So I'll let you know how that show went in the next one. You dig it? Arrow Rising says, I think it was his best special, actually. With that being said, I've never been a fan of his, so take that for what it's worth. Well, I appreciate that. Again, it was a pretty good special overall, but I just didn't love the raunchiness of it, and he's never really been a top favorite, but I respect that he's a veteran in the game. You dig it? And says, Jimmy Carr, you'll appreciate the craft. Crazy he's out there. Bang, I know it. And I think he's doing 2 nights and 2 shows a night, so 2 double headers. Shout out to Jimmy Carr. Russ says, you don't know Jimmy Carr? Oh man, he's hilarious. So you probably do know Jimmy Carr, and I wish I had his photo for you. I didn't know I was gonna be talking about him this much. But he typically wears a suit. He does a lot of crowd work. In fact, he's known for engaging with his audiences and even inviting them to send him like text messages and tweets, and then he roasts a lot of people. He's got different styles of comedy, and sometimes he'll just do quick punchlines. I don't know if I can remember any. I'll give you one that I think I can recall. He was like, dwarfism, it's a growing problem. Get it? Get it? You get it. All right. Aaron Rising says, Russ, you probably know Jimmy Carr. As soon as you hear his voice, yeah, British guy. Exactly. I think you know. He has a very distinct laugh, too, and I don't want to put him on, but he kind of laughs funny. No offense, Jimmy. You do. You laugh funny. Shooter says, not nice to the enanos. It's funny. Dwarfism, it's a growing problem. You get it? You get it. All right, but that was Jim Jeffries. Didn't love it. Ant says, the laugh fucked me up. Yeah, me too, bro. Me too. All right, moving on. All right. Oh, yeah, Ant doesn't like it when I hit the laugh track for a punchline. He's like, no, man, you got to deliver it like you're talking to people. Let them be the ones to laugh. Not me, not on my show, because ain't nobody laughing. You know what I'm saying? I got to hit my own laugh tracks. All right, moving right along. Bang. I need you. Hey, speaking of which, the world wants to know when we getting another monologue, bro. Huh? Got to do that. Ladies and gentlemen, you all encourage it. We'll make it happen. But this show had a beautiful cold open. Again, thank you to Arrow Rising for making that happen. And thank you to Leo. I can never say his name right. Big G to me. Let's go. All right. Lulu. It's like the two words are the same, but different. I don't know. And says, better post that code open. Oh, he's still here. He's still here, ladies and gentlemen. So, again, Big G, I wanna really learn how to say your name, dog. The way it reads in the chat, it's like Lu, right? Lu, yeah, and then Lu. It is the same, but it reads different. That's what fucks me up every time. I want to put that X in there. Anyway, bang. Love y'all. Ever Rising says, you better post that code open on your Insta. You might get 27 likes if we're lucky. You know what I mean? All right, that was Jim Jeffries. Ladies and gentlemen, this next special, Ever Rising says, Lou, like Holyrood. Yeah, exactly. If you know, you know. All right. I can't say enough good things about this next title. It's not a movie. It's not. I think it's technically a series, but I don't think of it like that. I think of it as an amazing sports documentary. I guess it's a series, but let's talk about it. Chucha says, "What does it mean, Lou?" I think it means wolf. I'll let him tell it, but I think it means wolf. Oh, wish I had that. Closest thing I got to that is. But, and if you get that, you get that. That's all I can tell you. It's not even the part of the, never mind. Moving right along. I think it means wolf. Maybe even white wolf. Ooh, and then kind of sort of on brand. All right. How cool is that? White wolf. Anyway, I don't know if that's accurate. G, let the world know, man. Does your name mean white wolf or am I totally off? He says it does. It's a family name, Lou. And then Lou, wolf, see? See? Look at that, this is awesome. Now it's an entire family affair. All right, we're gonna move this party right along. I was telling you all about the next title, which happens to be a super, and I don't say it lightly, super dope show. It is called America's Team, The Gambler, and his Cowboys back. So effing epic. Matter of fact, now that I'm thinking about it, I should have put Thunderstruck on my dad, you know, if you know, the Cowboys. But what an amazing documentary this is. And I'll tell you a little bit about it. And then, ladies and gentlemen, I've even got the trailer for you because I think it's that epic. Okay, so I'm gonna play that for you in a second. The directors, Chapman and McCain, they produce with NFL Films and Skydance Sports. Here's the synopsis, it's easy. It's a gritty 8-part chronicle of Jerry Jones's 1989 purchase of the Dallas Cowboys. And their ensuing, spoiler alert, 1990s dynasty, okay? Dynasty. That's important. Get inside the locker room. Fuck, drugs, drama, Super Bowls, and heated power plays. It features candid accounts from Michael Irvin, Troy Aikman, Emmitt Smith, Jimmy Johnson, and Deion Sanders, to name a few, okay? Some of them boys are in the poster right there. Fans praise its raw, unsentimental storytelling. Esquire calls it, wait for it, Esquire calls it perfect. Okay, perfect, if you know, you know. With The Guardian declaring it better, now this is tough, maybe better than The Last Dance? I don't know. I don't think so. Bang. So if you're familiar, The Last Dance is a similar sports doc series about the Bulls dynasty. That one, it's a little better. It is. But this one also great, and I encourage you all to check it out. As a matter of fact, let's do this. Chucha says, I love that show. I'm glad you did, sweetheart. Shout out to them canes one time. We got some canes over here. All right, wait for it. When you see this, you know what it means. I'm gonna play you something cool. I'm gonna turn down the lo-fi. Check it out. The trailer doesn't really do it any justice, but it's still epic. Ladies and gentlemen, America's Team.
The road to a championship is never paved smoothly.
Mike Irv.
It's always paved with peaks and valleys.
Jerry, what a gangster.
There's a soap opera 365 days a year.
So
Texas
cool.
is football country. The hole in Texas stayed so God could watch his favorite team, the Cowboys.
When I bought the team, I was Darth Vader.
Dallas fans aren't happy.
Last year, they were 1-15.
I said, Dad, I don't know anything about running a football team. And he looked me in the eye and he said, neither do I.
We were gambling my family's whole fortune, so I had to take risks. And it started with Jimmy Johnson.
You part of this, man?
I've met him before. Shout out to him. We've met Jimmy. Shook his hand.
And he made
And said, I'd rather watch the old Dynasty.
So
Come on, man. It's a great show. Have you not seen it?
We
Bro,
were ready.
So fucking good. This is our era, dog.
All of a sudden, it was a runaway train.
Oh, baby! Everywhere
Something
we went,
about
they were
sports
icons.
in the 90s.
We played
it's just
hard,
different.
and then
I mean,
we played hard.
in a great way. Great way.
With that success, you also get disruption.
You say I had to take it. It's more than that. You learn a lot in the doc.
They pulled the gun.
But
Open
I
it to
feel
him right now.
Hey, there was some gangsters out in Dallas, man.
You're not much of a gambler unless you're going against the popular
This is,
trend.
oh my God.
No one ever thought Jerry had the guts to fire Jimmy.
You don't know half the stuff that was happening. Playing for the Cowboys is different.
The most valuable sports franchise in the world.
No matter what they
Prime
say,
time, baby. That's prime.
they can't prepare you.
So good.
You just got to experience it.
And the only thing else I got to say is, how about them Cowboys?
We do it my way, baby.
America's team, the Gambler, and his Cowboys. It really was. It was epic. It was great, and I highly recommend it. All right, now there's some action in the chat. We're gonna talk about it. Ant says, haven't even been in the Final Four since 30 years. Pathetic. Now that's true, and they touch on that a little bit in the doc. But hey, man, hell of a run to have a dynasty at all. You know what I mean? In any sport, it's impressive and certainly worth. And naturally, everyone on this stream will tell you I'm not a sports guy. I'm the furthest thing from it. But what I do love and respect is greatness, and this is undeniably that in so many respects. And just like, I didn't really know Jerry Jones's story, and I learned a lot from this. And what I admire most, perhaps, was his business acumen and his ability. So one of the things that impressed me so much was he went against the grain, and he challenged like the NFL ways of doing things at the time. And it was just such a smart and savvy thing. And in the end, he won. Spoiler alert. So I think it just lends to his success overall and who he is. But it was super insightful. It was really great to watch so many of those game highlights and just kind of relive some. I was a little guy when a lot of that happened. So it was special in that sense. I loved it. I'll say this definitively. I didn't love it as much as The Last Dance. I thought that was epic in its own right. And I valued it differently and loved it more. But this one was fun. It was great. I encourage you to watch it, ladies and gentlemen. Chucha says, I'll put you on the game. Michael Irvin did not want the number 47. Jimmy, actually, I just saw this clip on TikTok, as a matter of fact. Mom, you are putting me on game. But I did actually see that clip just this morning talking about that very thing, that he didn't want the 47 number, but Jimmy talked him into it, told him, yeah, man, when I see you wearing that number, you like a big old 747 in the end zone, man. And he was like, it got crispy. I saw that interview. Arrow Rising says, America's team, literally everyone hates them except them. Now, let me pause right here, because we've got two major Giants fans in the chat. One of them is Arrow Rising, the other is my dad. And if I'm not mistaken, the Cowboys, if not the number one rival, at least a major rival of y'all. So I understand that there's some animosity coming from the chat right now, and that's okay. I appreciate the feedback. I'm not bigging up the Cowboys in general. I respect Jerry Jones, having learned a lot. And for that era, you know, Deion's always going to be one of my most favorite players, period. So shout out to them boys. All right, Arrow Rising says they were America's team in the 70s because Cowboys and Steelers were the only two teams to be on TV every week, so people had no choice. Bang, putting us on game. I appreciate that. And look, the moniker's stuck. I'm not here to tell you they're America's team, and that's what you need to, I don't know why I'm Southern all of a sudden. Dallas, baby. But that's what the show's called. So, again, I appreciate your perspective. Here he goes. Russ says, we don't like them Cowboys. I told Mom I didn't want to watch your show anymore, dog. I ain't even mad at you, man. Let me go on ahead and hit your theme music one time. I love you that much. Listen, love them or hate them, it's a good doc. And I encourage you to check it out, even if you're not a football fan. And for my fan bam in Norway, because I don't think y'all really understand the scope of American football and what it is for them. I want to say us, but I'm sports in general. But it's insightful. Y'all check it out, man. I think you'll dig it. Here we go. Remind me, don't ever play no sports shit on this show while answering the chat, because we're going to be here in a minute. I'm just teasing. I love it. And if y'all don't know, Errol Rising is that dude when it comes to sports trivia and knowledge. Bang. And Russ Barber, for that matter, also. So here we go. Giants been to 3 Super Bowls since Cowboys even been to their last Final Four. All right, F them. Chucha says, it's great. Thank you, Ma. Appreciate you for that. Thank you so much. And says, the Jacksonville Jaguars have been in the Final Four 3 times in the last 30 years. How are they? Hey, shout out to the FLA. We're going to move this show right along. Otherwise, we'll still be here talking about the Cowboys in the next 50 minutes or so. But again, America's team, the Gambler, and his Cowboys. I enjoyed it. Y'all check it out. Now we're going to get into the real shit, ladies and gentlemen, where I tell you about real films and or series that I watched. And I put them in a low to high order. Now, the truth is, the ones that I've got coming out for you today, I enjoyed each one of them. So nothing bad coming out next. That's great. Maybe, I don't know. Nothing bad. So the first one, let me tell you who's in it, and you'll understand why I was so eager to watch it. But it's super cute, and I knew it was just going to be cute going into it. But ladies and gentlemen, Helen Mirren, Pierce Brosnan, Ben Kingsley, Celia Amiri, David Tennant, Jonathan Pryce, and more. But the 2 that I mentioned first, Helen Mirren and our boy Pierce Bros, come on, y'all. It's called The Thursday Murder Club. Bang. Now, y'all might remember that a couple weeks ago, I told you that the best shit I have seen in a very long time was a show called Mobland. Yeah, and I stand on that. And both Miss Helen Mirren and Pierce Bros star in that one as well. There's also some other players in this one that you might recognize from that season, but I won't get into that. Let me just give you the synopsis real quick. First of all, directed by Chris Columbus. That's probably funny, but I don't know. Written by Katie Brand and Suzanne Heathcote. Shout out to our boy Heathcliff. I don't know. Starring, I told you who's in it. Synopsis, it's a charming ensemble. Hell yeah. These retirees in the UK, they form a makeshift detective circle to solve a local murder. It's cute on its premise. So this little gang of retirees, they come together and they solve mysteries together. You can expect wit, warmth, a bit of melancholy in it, and some sharp camp to boot. While it's critic love crowd pleaser, the cast shines and the tones land just right. Fans of the original book, however, were vocal about certain changes, particularly a culturally insensitive adaptation in one subplot. But I won't get into that. I don't know what it is. I just read that and thought that was top. I didn't read the books, okay? Not that I'm not a fan of book reading, mind you. We got a whole segment, and I'd encourage you to hang out with us for The Witcher, all right, if you would. But The Thursday Murder Club, just as I thought it would, as advertised, super cute, super fun. The acting was stellar. I enjoyed it. It's great. Put it on a Sunday afternoon. You won't regret it. If anybody has seen this in the chat, let me know. It is available as the poster shows on Netflix. Super cute and fun. And it's a murder mystery, you know? It's a whodunit. You're eating your popcorn, get your popcorn ready. I mean, you can't beat it. You're looking for something entertaining for an hour and a half, too? This is one. Go get them. Helen Mirren. Very different role, mind you, from the Helen Mirren you saw in Mobland. Pierce, very different for him, too, but he's still here. But Helen Mirren steals the show in this one. Shout out to old Helen. All right, y'all ready for the next one? Now, I saw this one in theaters, which is always a big deal. Chucha says, I'll watch that. Hell yeah, you will. Choo-choo, 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 choo-choo. Mom, this one has your name all over it for so many wonderful reasons. If nothing more than it's a murder mystery and you're involved, because I think you're going to want to figure out who did it. But it's super entertaining. I loved it a lot. And I think, sometimes you critique me and say, right, you don't never watch anything I'd like. definitely this one. All right, and for that matter, hey, America's Team. All right, you got it. This next one, though, I got to see it in theaters. Last week, I told y'all it was my birthday, all right? And so my friends here, shout out to Lulu one more time in the chat. Again, I can't ever say his name right. Shout out to Big G. And Gro Eden. Shout out to Gro Eden one time. Shout out to our friend Gro. They took me to the movies, testing the game. Yeah. So I saw this one with them. Now look, this one usually well outside of my wheelhouse. Didn't know if I was gonna get into it. It's not technically horror. It's more of a... All right, you get it? You get it? It's a thriller, and it is called Weapons. Bang. Weapons, pun intended. All right, so we saw it. We liked it. And this is what it's all about. Written and directed by Zach Kreger. It stars Julia Garner, who you all might remember from a show called Ozark. All right, she's great. Also Josh Brolin, Alden Ehrenreich, Benedict Wong, Amy Madigan, among others. Okay, forgive me. Sometimes it's tough to read. Here's the synopsis. You ready? And I'll give you the spooky guy voice. Let me turn the music down a little bit. Here we go. A disturbing mystery unravels when 17 of 18 school children vanish at precisely 2:17 a.m. Leaving a lone survivor and a host of unnerving secrets, the fragmented chaptered narrative deepens the dread with every perspective. Come on. That was a lot of words that didn't really mean anything, I feel. It was super cute. I'm gonna give you more in just a second. That's what she said. Critics are raving. Y'all ready for this? Turn that low vibe a little bit. Lou says, yeah, it was a good night, but the movie doesn't deserve the hype. Oh no! Well, you know what, bro? I love the feedback. Come on. So, there you have another critique, ladies and gentlemen. Lulu says, yeah, it was a great night, but the movie itself, not so great. I enjoyed it. I did. And I'm not really big on films like this. More suspense thriller, cue the music again, than horror. And yet it had its moments. Hey, a lot of jump scares. All right? And shout out to Gro Eden one time, because she was... but Big G was there to hold her down. You know what I'm talking about? Arrow Rising says, Veronica said it was okay, not great. Dang. Well, shout out to Miss Vero Rising in the chat, although she's not in the chat, sadly. But shout out to her nevertheless. So she saw it, I'm guessing she saw it with girlfriends or something. How come you didn't go with her, man? She needed you, bruh. It was a jumpy movie. All right. Tell me more in a second. I wanted to let y'all know, and why is the lo-fi so low? Critics are raving, ladies, 94% on Rotten Tomatoes. That's a lot. In fact, it's a rarity for a horror type film. Reviewers urge audiences to go in knowing as little as possible. So rest assured, we don't do spoilers on this show, so I'm not going to tell you much of any of that. Arrow Rising says, work friend. Yeah, in theaters. Well, that happens. I hope for your sake. Your daughter's sake. You get it. It premiered theatrically August 8th, and I believe it arrives on digital platforms September 9th. So very, very soon from now, right around the corner. But wait, ladies and gentlemen, I got something for you. You know what it means when you see it. I'm gonna play you the trailer. Now, I know I just told y'all to know a little bit as possible. Don't worry, the trailer doesn't give anything away. I think it'll get you in the mood for spooky juice. Y'all ready? Enjoy the trailer for Weapons.
This is a true story that happened in my town.
It's not a true story.
So this one Wednesday is like a normal day for the whole school.
I like her little narration.
But today was different. Every other class had all their kids. But Mrs. Gandy's room was totally empty. And you know why? Because the night before, at 2:17 in the morning, every kid woke up, got out of bed, walked downstairs, and into the dark. And
Superman
he never came back.
I don't understand at all. Why just her classroom? Why only hers?
Where are our children?
We have a lot of emotional parents here. I think it's best if you keep some distance from this place.
Cons. Not me. I'm out.
Matthew, where are
The way
you?
they run is so funny to me.
Where did you go?
It's intense. In the cinema, all that shit's so loud. So
This is where the story really starts.
that was pretty good timing, if I don't say so myself. Ladies and gentlemen, that was Weapons. Pretty cool. Give it up. We testing the game. Oh yeah. All right. Talk about it a little bit more and then we'll move this thing right along. So yeah, I thought it was good. G didn't love it as much. You all check it out and you be the judge, all right? That was Weapons. Not too much more to say about it, but after you see it, then, so don't look at any memes or anything about the film. One, they're hilarious. Two, it won't make sense and I don't want to give anything away. But after you see the movie and then you watch the memes, it's like winning a second time, okay? It's the gift that keeps on giving. So check it out. All right, that was Weapons. Moving this thing right along. But I enjoyed it. It was good. All right. I've got two more titles for you, ladies and gentlemen, and it was close. It was a close toss-up between your pick of the week. This one isn't it. Shadow 1311. I don't think he's here, poor guy. I think he's working. I'm gonna play his soundbite for him, nevertheless.
Federico, Fede.
All right, this would have been his pick of the week for sure. Now, last time we were together, I played y'all some anime, and I got some guff from some of y'all. Hey, doesn't happen often. But this one's not anime, but it is a wonderful series on Netflix. Check it out. It is called The Sandman. How's that for suspense? All right, bang. So The Sandman, matter of fact, season 2. And the poster suggests it's the final season. And I did a little research. I don't know that it's been greenlit for a third season. There was some debate as to whether or not it would. And I can't tell you exactly why there might have been a third or why there isn't one. But I will tell you this, it was good. And even without a third season, you'll be pleased. It does a good enough job of giving you like a fair conclusion as it is. And it says, Adam Sandler doc. Oh, sorry. You know what's so funny? So first of all, he's making the joke, Sandman, the Sandman. One more time. You get it. So I have to go to IMDb to find these posters and little snippets and things to put our show together. And every time I typed in Sandman, Adam Sandler would pop right up. So there you go. So good one. Good on you. If you don't know anything about the show, I'm going to give you the synopsis. You ready? Here it is. Season 2, and I guess I gotta jump into season 2. If you missed season 1, it's kind of the same. Anyway, season 2 continues. Dream. That's what the show's about. That's who the character is, okay? The people in the poster are essentially a family of what they call endless, meaning these are like immortal entities. And so it's based on a book series, and every one of these family members, their name starts with the letter D. Okay, not really, but anyway. So you have dream, you have death, you have destiny, you have delirium, you have desire. Who's another one I could think of? Destruction, and I think depression, maybe. I think depression is actually one of them. Anyway, so these are the endless, and what they do, they all control like a realm of the mortal. Look, you got to expand your mind. It's out there. It's fantasy, ladies and gentlemen, but it's good. It's good, and it's a cool twist. And look, no spoilers, but you know, you have the Fae, so you have fairies, and then you've got Norse gods, and you've got Christianity thrown in there a little bit. You have to check it out. It's deep. Rising says, Dashiki. Yeah. She's in there too, dog. He also says real bad lag. I'm sorry, but dashiki's pretty funny. It's a funny word. I don't care who you are. All right. Season 2 continues Dream's haunting storyline. So Dream, he's the guy in the background. He's the main character, okay? And he oversees the realm of dreams. And we all know what that means. Lost my place. It's split into 2 volumes. Volume 1, episodes 1 through 6, released July 3rd. Volume 2, available to you all now, wrapped on July 24th with a bonus episode following July 31st. So if you were like me and Shadow, you had to wait to see the whole season, but we did that. Anyway, Dream confronts the consequences of ancient decisions as he tries to preserve his realm. Basically, it's just that. You get foreshadow and backstory. It's fun. It's different. I'm into the fantasy genre. It was a good season. It was great. And you got to see season 1 to get to season 2, but it's worth watching. The showrunners and writers, Alan Heinberg, based on Neil Gaiman's comics. I also think it's a book series, but maybe it's just comic book. Anyway, starring Tom Sturridge as Dream, or also known as Morpheus. So he has a name, Morpheus being the name, and then he's also called Dream, and I don't know, King Dream. He's got all kinds of names. Anyway, praised for Sturridge's iconic portrayal of this character. Some write-ups, however, note the season's pacing can even feel dreamlike. Fragmented, yet thematically rich. Bang. It's a good show. That's all you have to know. And you have to suspend, real-world reality and stuff. But get into it. It's fantasy. It's got lore. It's got mythology, gods, fantasy, all that good stuff. The Sandman. I wish Shadow was here. He'd say something else. He liked it a lot. I know he did. He encouraged me to watch season 2, and I'm glad he did.
Thank you.
It was great.
Far too kind.
All right. It was so great, in fact, that it was almost your pick of the week. You see? Something else I wanted to mention, and it's my show, I can do this and jump back. One of the other cool things about weapons, going back for just half a second, is that the way they shoot this film is you get like each character's perspective, and then it kind of wraps up in the story. So I thought that was unique. I don't think Guillaume liked that as much as I did, but it was cool. So you get different character perspectives and what they kind of went through, and the story unfolds that way. I meant to say that, so. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we've only got one more. Well, come on, it's been a hell of a show. You know what I'm saying? Mega movie review and all that. Y'all ready? I wanted to see this film for a long time. I had hoped to see it in theaters. Shout out to the homies at work in the worst way, because I wanted to watch this and y'all said no. So I missed the theatrical experience. I'm sure it was great, but I saw it at home in the comfort of, and it was still amazing. I loved it very much. I won't leave you in suspense, but ladies and gentlemen, this is your pick of the week. F1, the Brad. Come on, hand claps all the way around. Shit is dope. F1, the movie. Written and directed by Joseph Kosinski. All right. Starring none other than Brad Pitt, Damson Idris, Javier Bardem, I probably said that wrong, and Carrie Condon. So effing good. You can see all their faces in the poster there. Here's the synopsis. We actually played this trailer on the show. It was part of our movie preview game once upon a time. Albert Rising says, Debbie Does Dallas? This is going back to the D's. Pause. Yeah, that was the other movie I watched. A washed up Formula One race car driver, once deemed the greatest that never was, poor guy, comes out of retirement to rescue his former teammate's failing racing team, teaming with a rookie with everything to prove. Redemption, legacy, and rivalries collide on the fast track. It's considered thrilling, emotionally fierce, and praised for authenticity and certainly Brad's character-driven performance, pun intended. And says lag killed it because you were leading up to what you watched. It was so good. Watched it at the house. I like it. I know how your mind works, and so I know that you timed it well. And I was saying, but this is what I watched at the house, and then comes Debbie Does Dallas. I get it. Sorry for the lag, man. I'm sorry. Chucha says, I'll watch it. I love racing. I love Brad. What's her name?
Her name is Chucha. She's getting lit up in the chat.
Absolutely. It was so good. It just was. I mean, top to bottom. Surprise, spoiler alert, there's some really dope athletes in this too, man. Shout out to all of our favorite race car drivers. They're in there. Mine happens to be Lewis Hamilton. Shout out to him. Almost said Alexander Hamilton on y'all real quick. My mind was like, don't do that, bruh. Don't do that, bruh. No, man, it's so good. I enjoyed it. And look, he's one of my favorite actors of all time. He just is. Say what you want, but the Brad is that dude, and I love him. I just do. Got nothing else to say about it. He's great. I love a lot of his work. Paul. Ever Rising says, I'm on an ad for 90 seconds. Damn it, man. I'm sorry. If you can still hear me, you need to subscribe, dog. It's SUBTember, Tember. I have to tell you again when you get back. Chucha says, have not seen the Willie Nelson doc, nor have I. Chucha Barber, I didn't know Willie had a doc, quite frankly. But if I come across it, I'll probably tune in. So I don't have the trailer or anything for this one because frankly, we've played it on this show already, but it is a great movie. If you have the opportunity to watch F1, the movie, I strongly encourage you. I do. It was great. I loved it. Ever Rising says, I think it's on Paramount Plus, so no commercials. Let's go. Paramount Plus. Oftentimes I try to find out if it's streaming for y'all and where you can watch it. I didn't this time because for me, shout out to our guy Caesar one time, bang, and shout out 1311 just because I can. They gave me access to watch it, and that's all I have to say about that. Thank y'all, boys. So Ever Rising says, 3-partner, they show it all, childhood, etc., etc. Oh, 3-parter. Oh, the Willie Nelson. I was lost there for a minute. Lag is terrible. The Willie Nelson documentary, ladies and gentlemen, is what they're talking about. Paramount Plus. We don't have that, sadly, in Norway. Though, I don't know the Norwegians give a shit about Willie Nelson. So, I don't know. They might. They might. That's it. That's this part of the show, ladies and gentlemen. One more time. This was your pick of the week.
Bang, bang, bang.
Shit like that.
And I hope y'all dig the new pick of the week graphic, huh? We're always trying to get better and better and better and better. Tell them, Sheldon.
You just keep getting better and better.
Right? Dope shit. Don't make me remind you that I'm the all-time champ, baby. Gotta turn this motherfucker around. Here you go. You see it, all right? I'm always strapped when I hit the club. Hold on. Fuck it. All right. That's all you get for that. Yeah, moving right along. Shout out to the Ultimate Warrior one time. We're doing this thing. Now, I need y'all to hang out with me. Please hang out with me because I lose so many. I look at the analytics, goddammit. I gotta acknowledge the chat before I move forward. Ever Rising says, did you watch the Eminem doc Amazon Prime? I did not. But guess what's gonna be on your movie review next week, boy? So I didn't know it was on Amazon Prime. I only saw that it was like a theatrical release. If I'm not mistaken, it's called Stan or something related to Stan, and it's about his fans and shit. Like I've seen some of that, but I haven't seen it. So thank you so much. Look, at Rising, y'all putting us on game. There it is. It's called Stan. I need that soundbite for show next time. Name's gone cold, I'm wondering why. Dear Slim, I wrote you, but you still ain't calling. Ain't that the truth? All right. That was your pick of the week. That was the movie series review. Come on. What I was trying to say was I look at the analytics. There's usually a severe drop. I know, but I'm hoping you all hang out with us. Matter of fact, I got to change the category. What's coming up next, ladies and gentlemen, is our live reading of The Witcher. You know what I'm talking about? reading and writing is cool. So yeah, let me also go ahead and turn off some of these automatic things. So when we switch it back, it looks a little cleaner. And that's how we do it. We're testing the game. So, if you would, hang out. If you gotta go, you gotta go. I understand. But we're gonna switch it up. We're going to The Witcher. And I hope y'all dig it. Yeah. All right. Now, I don't know if it worked last time, but we've got a little routine, little tradition that we like to do on this show. The background lights, we like to change it up just a little bit. So I hit this, and then we wait. And we try to time it. Like that, matter of fact. Just because I can, you know what I'm saying? Come on, man. Taker the champ. Wait for those organs. You ready? Here we go. Not bad. Not too bad. All right, it has nothing to do with the movie preview game. He's my favorite wrestler of all time. Okay, so show a little respect. Put some respect on his name, Mark Howard. All right. The point of all that was now we've got a little like fire ambiance in the background. Okay, it's just a bit cooler. Ladies and gentlemen, your live reading of The Witcher. But wait, I know. Some of y'all are gonna be like, but Ryan, we weren't here last week. We don't know what's going down. I got you. Y'all ready? I'm gonna give you this week's Witcher recap.
Toss a coin.
You mentioned coin.
This is Witcher recap.
So, we are finally on chapter 4. It's been a long time coming. For whatever reason, the author of this book has just made our chapters extremely long. I don't know.
That's what she said.
Maybe. So, chapter 4, last week was part 2 of chapter 4, and this is what happened to the best of my recall. Chucha Barber, you love this part of the show, so correct me if I'm wrong. Let me know if I missed anything, but this is what happened. Ciri's visions pulled us deeper into the secrets of Codringer and Fenn, 2 information brokers who uncovered damning truths about her bloodline. Ancient parchments revealed that Ciri carries elder blood, which is tied to prophecy, and she is fated to become the mother of an heir, possibly the so-called Prince of Darkness, who could possibly also reshape the world under Nilfgaard's Emperor Emir. Y'all with me? Before they could act on this knowledge, however, their study was ambushed. Despite Fenn's desperate defense, assassins struck, gutting Codringer and setting fire to their archives. All the while mocking them and taunting them with greetings from Renice. The scene ended in blood and flames, with Codringer's loyal cat slipping away from the blaze. Wait for it. As their secrets turn to ash. You get it? I'm really trying. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, how'd I do? That was your Witcher recap.
Toss a coin.
You mentioned coin.
This is Witcher recap.
Toss a coin to your Witcher, oh valley of plenty.
Let's go. Thank you for that.
Thank you. Far too kind.
And just because I can.
Choo choo, choo choo, choo choo, choo choo.
Let's go. All right, so hopefully you're caught up as about as best you can be. Sadly, Codringer and Fenn both got murked. All right, they're no longer with us, ladies and gentlemen. As sad as that is. Before we begin this week's reading, we have another tradition, yet another one that I gotta do for you. She hit it for you, but I'm gonna do it again. Pause. This is tossing a coin.
Toss a coin to your Witcher, oh valley of plenty, oh valley of plenty.
All right. So I'm going to pick up right where we left off. And sadly, the chapter is way too long for us to get all the way through. So I'm only going to give you a couple pages. I told y'all before, I actually got a comedy show to go to tonight, y'all. So I gotta gear up, start getting ready. But let's go ahead and do this. Thank you again for being here.
Thank you.
Love y'all. Let's do it. Y'all ready? The Witcher. We'll go back to go forward. Here we go. Codringer's breath rasped. He felt the dagger blade grate and crunch against his ribs and sternum. He slumped onto the floor, curling up into a ball. He wanted to shout to warn Fenn, but was only able to screech, and the screech was immediately drowned in a gush of blood. The tall half-elf stepped over the body and was followed inside by the other two. They were humans. Oh, I've gone too far back. Sorry. It's basically the whole shit I just told you. My fault. Here we go. We're gonna move this thing going forward with Ciri waking up. That'll be good for us. Here we go. I didn't want to reread the whole shit. You know what I'm saying? Ciri awoke covered in sweat, with her hands painfully gripping the sheets. Hello. Everything was quiet, and the soft darkness was pierced by a dagger-like shaft in the moonlight. They're making it too easy. A fire, an inferno, blood, a nightmare. I don't remember anything. These are like her internal thoughts. She took a deep breath of the crisp night air. The sense of stuffiness had vanished. She knew why. The protective charms had stopped working. Something's happening, thought Ciri. She jumped out of bed and quickly dressed. She belted on her dagger. She didn't have a sword anymore. Yennefer had taken it from her, giving it to Dandelion for safekeeping. The poet must have gone to sleep, and it was silent in Loxia. Ciri was already wondering whether to go and wake him when she felt a strong pulse and a rush of blood in her ears. The shaft of moonlight coming through the window became a road. At the end of the road, far away, was a door. The door opened, and Yennefer stood there. Come with me. Other doors opened behind the sorceress's back, one after another, an endless succession. The black shapes and columns of crystallize in the darkness. Wait for it. Not columns. Perhaps they're statues. I'm dreaming, thought Ciri. I don't believe my eyes. I'm dreaming. That isn't a road. It's light. A shaft of light. I can't go along that. Come with me. She obeyed. Had it not been for the foolish scruples of the Witcher and his impractical principles, many subsequent events would have run their course quite differently. Many events would probably have not taken place at all, and the history of the world would have been unfolded in an alternative way. But the history of the world unfolded as it unfolded, the sole cause of which was that the Witcher had scruples. When he awoke in the morning with the need to relieve himself, he didn't do what any other man would have done. He didn't go out onto the balcony and piss into the flower pot of the nasturtiums? I don't know what this word is. Mom, you love looking up words. Let's do it. Flower pot of nasturtiums. Nasturtiums. I don't know if maybe it's like Miss Jackson if you're nasty. Nasturtiums. I'll spell it for you. Nasturtiums. Let's reread it. He had scruples. He dressed quietly. Oh, excuse me, I'll back it up. When he awoke in the morning with a need to relieve himself, he didn't do what any other man would have done. He didn't go out onto the balcony and piss into a flower pot of nasturtiums. Maybe it's a flower. Anyway, he had scruples. He dressed quietly without waking Yennefer, who was sleeping deeply, motionless, and barely breathing. He left the chamber and went out to the garden. The banquet was still in progress, but, as the sounds indicated, only in a fragmentary form. The lights were still burning in the ballroom windows, illuminating the atrium and beds of peonies. The Witcher went a little further in, among some dense bushes, where he stared at the lightening sky. The horizon was already burning with the purple streaks of dawn. As he slowly returned, pondering important matters, his medallion vibrated powerfully. Chucha says, "It's a flowering plant." Thank you so much. See,
Thank you.
I wasn't sure if he was saying nasty or nasty, so it sounds like a plant. All right, cool. Bang. Shout out to Chucha. All right, so we're back at the banquet. Geralt's woken up. He's relieved himself. As he slowly returned, pondering important matters, his medallion vibrated powerfully. He held it in his hand, feeling the vibrations penetrate his entire body.
That's what she said.
There was no doubt someone in Aretuza had cast a spell. Geralt listened carefully and heard some muffled shouts and a clattering and pounding coming from the cloister in the palace's left wing. Anyone else would have turned on their heels at once and walked briskly back to where they'd come from, pretending they hadn't heard anything. And then perhaps the history of the world would have unfolded differently. But the Witcher had scruples and was accustomed to acting according to foolish, impractical principles. When he ran into the cloister and the corridor, he saw that a fight was in progress. Several tough-looking men in gray jerkins were in the act of overpowering a short sorcerer who had been thrown to the ground. The fight was being directed by Dijkstra, chief of Vizimir, king of Redania's intelligence service. Before Geralt was able to make any action, he was overpowered himself. 2 other heavies in gray pinned him to the wall, and a third held the 3-pronged blade of a partisan against his chest. All the heavies had breastplates emblazoned with the Redanian eagle. "That's called being in the shit," explained Dijkstra quietly and approaching him. "And you, Witcher, seem to have an inborn talent for falling into it. Stand there nice and peacefully, and try not to attract anyone's attention." The Redanians finally overpowered the short sorcerer and lifted him up, holding him by his arms. It was Artaud Terranova, a member of the chapter. The light which made the details visible emanated from an orb suspended above Kiera Metz's head, a sorceress with whom Geralt had been chatting at the banquet the previous evening. He barely recognized her. She had exchanged her flowing tool for several male... He had barely recognized her. She had exchanged her flowing tool for severe male clothing, and she had a dagger at her side. "Handcuff him," she ordered curtly. A set of handcuffs made of bluish metal clinked in her hand. "Don't you dare put those on me!" yelled Terranova. "Don't you dare, Metz! I am a member of this chapter." "You were. Now you're a common traitor, and you will be treated as such." "And you're a lousy whore who..." Kiera took a step back, swayed her hips, and punched him in the face with all her strength. The sorcerer's head jerked backwards so hard that for a moment, Geralt thought it would be torn from its trunk. Terranova lolled in the arms of the men holding him, blood streaming from his nose and mouth. The sorceress didn't strike him a second time, though her fist was raised. The Witcher saw the flash of brass knuckles on her fingers. He wasn't surprised. Kiera was very lightly built, and a blow like that couldn't have been dealt with a bare fist. He didn't move. The thugs were holding him tightly, and the point of the partisan was pressing against his chest. Geralt wasn't sure if he would have moved had he been free, or whether he would have known what to do. The Redanians snapped the handcuffs around the sorcerer's wrist. Take it slow. The Redanians snapped the handcuffs around the sorcerer's wrists, which were twisted behind his back. Terranova cried out, struggled, bent over, and reached, and Geralt raised what the handcuffs were, or rather he realized. Let's slow it down, right, guy? I'm actually anxious to get this shit over with. It's the real truth. We've had a hell of a show today. I'm just like, let's just wrap this thing up. I'm just looking for a good stopping point. The Redanian snapped the handcuffs around the sorcerer's wrists, which were twisted behind its back. Terra Nova cried out, struggled, bent over, and retched, and Geralt realized what the handcuffs were made of. It was an alloy of iron and dimaterium, a rare metal characterized by its inhibition of magical power. Inhibition is a word that when you see it, it looks confusing. I'm like, ain't supposed to be that many eyes in one word. Inhibition. The inhibition was accompanied by a set of rather unpleasant side effects for sorcerers. So, simply put, ladies and gentlemen, they put the boy in handcuffs, the metal made him retch, okay? You get it. Kiera Metz raised her head, pulling her hair back from her forehead, and then she saw him. What the bloody hell is he doing here? How did he get here? He just stepped in, answered Dijkstra unemotionally. He's got a talent for putting his foot in it. What shall I do with him? Kiera's face darkened, and she stamped several times with the high heel of her boot. Guard him. I don't have time now. She walked quickly away, followed by the Redanians who were dragging Terra Nova behind them. The shining orb floated behind the sorceress, although it was already dawn and quickly becoming light. On a signal from Dijkstra, the thugs released Geralt. The spy came closer and looked the Witcher in the eyes. Don't try anything. And on that note, we're going to call it a day. Ladies and gentlemen, do me a favor. Toss a coin to your Witcher, please.
Coin to your Witcher, oh Valley of Plenty, oh Valley of Plenty, oh.
All right. Chucha says, no, read more. Oh, Mom, it's 3:30, sweetheart, and I got shit to do. You want me to keep going? Listen, you know I love you that much, baby. If you want another page or two, oh, okay. She's just kidding, no. She's just playing with y'all. Listen, this is, sadly, you're the only one that loves this part of the show. If you want me to read another page or two, you know that I will do that for you. Please, help me. Help me.
Choo-choo,
G!
choo-choo, choo-choo, choo-choo.
And Big G in the house. Big G, you want me to read another page or two, man? I could do that for you too, bro. Come on. Oh. G, you know what we're going to do for you? I'm going to get some kind of howling sound, and that'll be your little sound effect for the show. How about that? Bang. He goes, hey, soon training time, man. I hear you, bro. Not for me, not tonight. I got the wristband, dog. I got to go to the concert. You know what I'm saying? But good on you. I'm not going to put you on blast or nothing, but I ain't seen you in the gym in a couple days. You know what I'm saying? Gotta do it. All right, listen, final word. Do you want me to read another page or two? Or shall we just close this thing out? Let me know. It's a democracy. I'm happy to accept your votes. You gotta let me know quickly, though. Otherwise, it's a wrap, you dig? Chucha says, no, go on ahead and close it up. Bang. All right, that's exactly what we're gonna do. First, let me go ahead and change these lights. Wait for it. I'm gonna try to snap it. Not bad. Not great, but not bad. Let's go on ahead back, and I gotta change the category. Now we're just chatting. Right? Right on. And it never works the first time. We know. Gotta figure out why. That's fine. We're just chatting. All right, I'll be right back. Going to the live.
Yeah. We're testing the game.
Oh, yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, that was our show. Come on. And what a show it was. If you missed it, shame on y'all. You know what I mean? But no, sincerely, you can check us out on YouTube. And you'll definitely want to rewatch the beginning because we had a very cool cold open, pun intended. Shout out to Arrow Rising. Lou says, enjoy the concert. Let's train together tomorrow. Bang, you got it, my guy. Appreciate you, man. Thank you so much for being here, G. Chucha says, it was a great show. Oh, well, you're so sweet to say that. Thank you to everybody that tuned in for all of your participation. It was a dope show. It's no surprise. He's back, ladies and gentlemen. The movie preview game champ. And I gotta do it. The 101. What music is he gonna play this time? Let's figure it out. Matt, let's just do this. Give me a hell yeah. Appreciate you, man. Shit is sick. All right, the 101. Gonna eat your hearts out. We did this thing. All right, you know the drill. I'm gonna download it. I'll upload it. Check us out online, YouTube, Twitch. Follow, hit the sub. So we didn't make it, sadly. Not this stream, but we are knocking down the door of 80 followers. Very soon we'll have 80 and we'll do something cool. We'll probably do a giveaway of sorts. Okay, so tune in, help us out, tell your friends, follow, hit the follow, baby. And just because it's also SUBTember. So if you subscribe during the month of September, you get discounts. You know, it's good. It's good shit. I told you about it earlier. If you missed it, you missed it. We did put you on the game this week. So rewatch the show. It was a lot of fun. If you missed it, testing the game. We're testing the game. That's all I have to say about that. Looking forward to the concert. It's a wrap. All right, you get it. Love y'all so much. We're gonna go ahead and go to close. I don't think there's anything more to say about it other than have a great rest of your Saturday and weekend. Thanks for hanging out with me. Love y'all. See you in the next one. Until next time. Peace.
We took all the time after spending quiet nights in mine, and I'll take you back home. Trump soul. There ain't enough love songs I could write down. Ain't enough room for both of us in this town. You see me better with eyes closed. The kind of love you die for. Trump soul. I got on my blue jeans and a beanie with a scarf on. You gon' need it. And that fireplace smoke that I'm breathing. But I bet my last Norwegian krona that she's in Oslo or Sortland, Trondheim or Bergen, any place she won't see me in. And now the one thing I couldn't let go is the only damn thing I couldn't hold on to. Trump soul.